another one. This is Jedi Russian Tactics #2. Make sure you guys subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already. Here we go. So this one's gonna fry your brain, right? We get 3 puzzles, only 3, because that's all we need tonight for what we're about to go through here. So this is white to move, and the player here is Vladislav Artemiev. So he's a legendary monster. Y'all know about him. Oh yeah. If you don't, Google him. The man is ridiculous. And versus Z Horaksek here. I'm not familiar with his last name. Don't know really how to say that. But Vladislav Artemiev, we know him. If you don't, then definitely look him up. But this is white to move here, guys. So, of course, look around the board. I want lines. I want lines. I don't want one moves. I want a few moves. So show me a few moves in a row here, what you're thinking. But it is white to move in this position. Guys, here's a warning. This stuff is hard. This is not going to be easy. But that's why these puzzles are very, very hard, and also helps. It definitely helps every part of your game when you study hard puzzles like these. So, especially calculation. That's what we're working on right now is your calculation and tactics. This is what I do in my homework with these type of puzzles. So let's see what we got. Thanks for the follows for Dessert and Mighty Knight. All right, guys. White to move. Let's see what we got. Let's get some suggestions in the chat. Rook G3 from Fingy. Rook G3 from Fingy. So Rook to G3 with some pressure on the G file. That's a maybe from Fingy. Okay. You always want to observe what's going on. We got the double rooks, 2 knights, bishop. Trying to figure out what's going on. What's good, man? What's up, Bobby Genesis? We're doing some analysis right now. We're actually doing Jedi Russian Tactics. Shout out to you in the chat for watching. We're doing some training right now. So white is, or actually chat is coming up with the moves right now. What do we play, chat? Rook G3 is obviously very tempting. I don't care about the B2 pawn. You'd rather pressure the queen side. He says, thanks for the follow, Jason. Sorry, I left for a sec. I need a drink. This is the #1. This is Jedi Russian Tactic #1. Very, very hard stuff. It's not easy. It is white to move. Yeah, we're trying to find the move. Trying to find a move here. Trying to find a move. Yeah, he was just watching my Scott's Gamer video. Let's go, Bobby. Now you're seeing it live right now. It was just on YouTube. Now he's on the live stream. Yeah, this is a tough one, guys. Take your time. Take your time. We're sitting here. Take your time, guys. This is one. We're going to spend about 2 to 3, maybe 5 minutes for every puzzle here for you guys to really kind of figure this out. Maybe H4. Okay. Maybe H4. This is a tough one here. Thanks for the follow. Okay, I see knight to C6. Pawn takes. And then knight D5. Wow, that's spicy. Okay. All right, big fella with a line. Bishop takes. Bishop takes. Okay, knight takes F7. Rook takes F7. And then rook to E8. All right, okay. I see you out here calculating. I ain't going to tell you if it's right or not. In fact, I am going to tell you right now. 100% premium. Cambodian. Natural. Gross. After takes, hitting here, rook E8. And, I mean, I'm just about to hear it. I mean, sheesh, right? Everything gone. Everything gone. Everything you got off the board. But it's a nice line, though. You know, at least it's something. At least you're calculating, right? That's the key here. We need to flex these calculation muscles and actually start trying to use them and really develop them to become a very strong player. So we have bishop takes F6, takes knight to C5, which is here. Bishop C5. Cougar Bay is like... Cougar Bay, I like the line, but he's trying to put a knight on C5. Like, you can't even do that. You're like, take, put one of the knights on C5. You know what I'm saying? Put one of them on C5, and then yeah, like you don't even. I can't even do that, bro. I can't. The knight can't go to C5. He cannot go to C5. Knight D5. Okay, so knight D5, and then takes, and then knight F7, and then take. Oh, nice. That's if rook takes, but if bishop takes, I'm gonna hit you with that move, my guy. Yikes, you're looking crazy out here once again. But it is good. You have to keep trying. We have to calculate. We have to find something here. We have to. I see someone says, well, this is bishop takes, rook G3 check, but they would have to take with the pawn. That's usually not going to work. Rook G3, queen B2. Rook E3, queen A2 stuff. Knight C6, B C6, and then knight C6 again. Like somehow put the other knight over here on c6. All right now. Man, it's one of those today. Here you go. Welcome to the stream too. Garbage. All right, so knight c6 and bc6. Yeah. Unfortunately, we can't take. Oh, bishop takes f6 last. So you want this, and this. This type of thing. All right. Very playable. Very playable. Our Candy's reactions. Yeah, what's up? Runner Jeff in the building. What's up, my guy? Chef Jeff, how you feel, bro? Is you getting that sleep, man? Baby on the way. Congrats again. So, oh yeah, this is the move, guys. So, kind of spoiler alert, but this is the move. Out of everybody looking, here's the move Artemiev played. Bishop h6. Jeez! It's about to go down. What do you think about this? Flip the board. If you playing black and this man just played bishop h6 on you, man, oh man, I'm hurt. Oh my goodness. This is about to be crazy. But let's flip the board. Bishop h6 is move number 1. Nobody spotted it. But now in your own games, not that it may work, but definitely something you should take note of how to do this. Right? I quit on the spot. Says I need a drink. Get me out of here. I'm out of there. Don't somebody get me out of here, bro. Right? It's crazy. He played a resign. Yeah, so bishop h6. So bishop h6 happened. Okay, and he did take on h6. He says, you know what? If I'm about to go out, I'm going to go out with a bang. You're just going to have to show me. Bruh. Like, you're just going to have to show me, bro. So he takes on that on h6. Now, what is the next move, chat? What is the next move right now? I guarantee 99.999% of this chat is about to get this wrong. I'm about to, let me just start, get my Oprah on, you know. You get it. You get a garbage. You get one. I'm about to start handing them out now. Garbage. Yep. Garbage. Those is for what you about to say. So, why to move? Why to move? What do you do now, chat? What do you do now? Everybody's about to get this wrong. Everyone's going to get this wrong. And then, if you think, well, if it ain't that move, then it's got to be this. I mean, here's another one. Garbage. For the people in the back. Garbage. That's right. Let's see what you got. Rook g3, we have knight g4. Rook g3 and knight g4. Okay, so rook g3, knight g4, queen f6, baby lost on the spot. Yeah, Bobby, come on now. It's a family channel. I'm not even going to draw an arrow. Queen f6, knight g4, rook g3. Right, these are all moves. These are all moves here. He should have followed Nikina. Knight to g4. Possible, but think about this too. You do want to make sure that you do not trade the pieces that you're using to attack. Not so much, right? You do, like we gave up a bishop, right? So if we go back here, bishop h6, boom, he takes. So that's one piece we gave up. Now we have the knight and the rook. And if you play knight g4, right, knight g4, I can literally just take it. And after queen takes, king h8, then you play rook g3. And after I play bishop g5, or any move with the bishop, I mean, you play h4, f5's coming. In fact, let's just go even practical, bishop f6. I'm going to just stare at you real hard, my guy. I'm staring at you. What you do? GG, start a new game. There's nothing you can do about this one, right? GG, start a new game. Start a new game. Yeah, it doesn't work. So let's flip it. Let's go back to this, right? So knight g4 does not work. Rook g3 is not the move. So if you thought rook g3, remember those pre-garbages we sent out? Garbage. There's another one. It does not work. In fact, after rook g3, this game is actually not even in white's favor anymore. After king h8, you don't have any real threats. Rook g8 is also coming. I got bishop e7 still, and you botched this game. You have botched this game. You about to go home. Bruh. You about to go home. So it don't work here, bro. It does not work. Really, it's crazy, right? It's really nuts how it doesn't work here. You have to be very accurate. And in fact, Artemiev does find the #1 move on the engine here, which is queen to f4. Oh my goodness. It's ridiculous. Bruh. Get out of here. He finds this move, and this is the #1 move. Queen f4 because it's hitting h6 with ideas of now rook to g3. So if you go king h8, right? King h8, you actually get not even going queen h6. This is like 55 head stuff here. You know what I'm saying? This is really some Russian chess stuff for real. Because after king h8, you would think you take on h6, right? We're trying to play on this side of the board. But actually, you don't even play on this side of the board. You actually play a3 here. Bruh. What on earth? I didn't even think of this. What the heck is this? Then when the queen moves somewhere, like for instance, queen e7, obviously you're on the file. Queen d6 runs in, the knight takes f7. Now it's the queen on the other side of the board, right? Queen b6. If queen b6, now you have queen takes. And it works a little different now. We got checks and stuff like that, obviously. I mean, this is just terrible. This is just terrible. But this didn't happen in the game. After queen to f4, knight e8 happens, right? Knight e8. It's strange, right? Yeah, why a3? Because I guess the queen like needs to go somewhere. Obviously, for checks, you want to get the queen off of the f8 file, I think, here. Because after queen takes, you're hitting that with tempo, which makes sense. You need to hit it with tempo. It's very important that you do things with tempo, or tempi, obviously. But hitting the queen hits it with tempo. Queen moves off, and then queen f8. And if you go to d6 with the knight on f6, you had knight takes f7 with queen takes d6, and or even knight g6 in some cases, right? Yeah, knights on f6, right? So it's rough. It's rough. a3 is a strange move to find, very hard, but just Jedi Russian tactics, you know. That's what we're doing today, right? So we're really calculating here. So after queen f4, there is knight to e8. Why doesn't black queen take on b2? You don't have time to take on b2, Elijah. You don't have time. You're going to get mated as soon as you do it. As soon as you do it. Knight e8 was the move. And after knight e8, queen takes h6 indeed did happen here. So we take on h6. Rook g3 is coming. Bishop f6. All right. Rook g3. You thought, and we fast forward in here because this ain't even the best part of the puzzle. Rook g3, king h8 happens. Okay, chat. Everything's going fine. You get this position. You like this. It's white to move. What do we do here? Can you find a combo now? You thought bishop h6 was nice. Oh my goodness. I hope you're ready for this. Like a 15 move puzzle. Yep, I know, right? Exactly. That's right. We're getting you ready. Yeah, we're getting you ready. White to move. Can you find this one? Can you spot the move here, guys? I was able to find about 75, 80% of this puzzle. 75 to 80% I got correct. So I was happy in my own, you know, like, oh, okay, cool. I got this right. Like 75 to 80% of the puzzle I actually did get correctly. So let's see. What do you do now? So we have queen takes f8, knight to f6. Then he says, no, wait, knight f7. Knight f7, okay. We got knight f7, rook g8, queen takes f8. Very nice. Sack the rook, a2, a2, a2. King, knight f7, okay. So these are the moves we're looking at. These are the most common I'm seeing from the chat. Knight takes, rook takes e8, and queen f6 from FIDE. Please tell me it's knight g6. Okay, so queen takes f8 is a 100% premium Cambodian natural. Get the man off the board. Queen takes f8. What do you do next? I mean, I'm just like, you looking crazy out here. Start a new game. That is gross. So that doesn't work. Knight takes f7. Rook takes f7. And it's kind of the same thing. I mean, it is pretty garbage. It is pretty garbage. But, I mean, it's not as worse. You still have your queen. Maybe you have some chances, but really, realistically, you don't have any chances here. This is over. So that doesn't work either, right? Knight g6 doesn't work because of pawn takes, f takes g6. You really don't have anything. Again, the queen is defending f8. Not looking good at all. So after king h8, here's the move here. In fact, FIDE was the closest with knight takes c6. But in fact, the move was, which this could have been played. He could have played knight c6, but I think because he's Russian, number one, it's just in his blood to do this. And number two, this move is absolutely ridiculous. He played this one right here, knight d7. I'm out of here. Knight to d7. Are you kidding me? Look at this, bro. Look at this knight on d7. There's a knight on d7. Bruh. You have to be kidding me. After I sacked the bishop on h6, then this man played knight to d7. Absolutely stunning. After he takes it, he takes on d8, hitting right after rook takes e8. That was the defender of the f6 bishop. So now, whatever you do, if you do not do anything about this bishop, guess what? You can start a new game. Hit that man with the saber across the body, and he gonna drop very quickly. So queen to d6, he defends the bishop. He defends the bishop, right? And then, guys, when you think everything about to settle, I defended everything, I'm feeling better. You know, he getting hit with haymaker, bam, bam, like bam. Imagine getting hit by Tyson, right? First off, you probably that one hit you out of there. So maybe not Tyson, but definitely a few blows to the face here in this game after rook takes e8 and queen d6 defending f6. He finds this power shot here to end the game. Really not end it, but he does this right here. Knight takes d5. Bro, what is going on? What is going on right now? This man brain, like my brain will be fried here. There's a knight on d5. This is like mate. There's a rook on e8. Come on. Come on, bro. Come on. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? Look at this position. Look at this position, right? I'm out, right? Rook attacked 3 times. 3 times the rook can be captured. A human played this. I know, right? And in a way, Russians is like half humans in the chess world. Half a human. All right, yeah, because we don't know what the other half is. It's ridiculous to find these type of moves here in the overboard game is very scary. Black plays and got tired of this and played bishop e5. Bro, I'm tired of this. And this is the rest of it. Queen takes, and after all of that, you would think, I mean, the man would get way more than this, right? You know, after all of that, you would think that the game would be like completely over. But it kind of is. It kind of is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pawns. Like I'm down 2 pawns. The knight, your structure is terrible. White's gonna win this, obviously. But the fact that all that happened, he didn't get mated. He held off. But this was number 1, guys, and that is nuts here again from the beginning. All of that happened from right here. So if you missed the first part, this is how it happened. He went bishop h6, opened up shops. He was home. He opened up queen f4, bang, hitting h6. Right, he goes 98, bam, he takes on h6. Bishop f6 just to defend because check was coming. Checks him anyway. King h8, knight d7. Stunning move. Right, hit him there. Knight takes d5 and then clean up shop. Just like that. That's nasty. That's nasty. All right, guys, that's number 1. So, re-rack your brains. Get a sip of water. You know what I'm saying? Stick around because we're about to do the second one. Right now, I just have to update the names in here. But make sure you get your brain ready for this next one, right? Oh man, that's number 1. That's number 1. So let me put this in here. Think about this next one here. Let's get the names. That is all right. Okay, here we go. Okay. Here we go, y'all. All right, so this is number 2. My brain's not ready for the first one. I know, right? I'm garbage. What up, Reggie? This is number 2. We got 2 more of these, right? So hopefully you made it through the first one. Breathe, get some water, right? Get your brain fuel if you have it. Okay, take a sip, pinky up, 100 elo every time. Right, white to move. Take your time. Look at the position. What do you have? Where's the king at? Where are the pieces? Take your time. Don't instantly move here. Take your time. Calculate a variation. We're working here. We're trying to get better. Calculate some variations and then give some answers. White to move. What do you think? What was black's last move? That's a good question. In fact, I mean, I actually don't know. This is how it started, actually. I need a drink. So it is white to move here. You just kind of look at what you have, right? Just kind of look. You're playing white. You're playing white. And let's just try to make it a little bit easier. We got a bishop pointing this way, bishop here, queen this way, maybe a rook here. We have castling possibilities. We got these pawns, right? We have a lot going on. This is all that you have in this position, and it's white to move. With that, all that being said, try to find a move here. Record, thanks for the follow. It's going to be complicated. It definitely is cougar bait. I think for a lot of advanced players here, there are in the chat, actually the first probably 1 or 2 moves might be very easy. Might be very easy. Queen C, queenside castle, knight g5 and thinking from 30. If it ain't queen takes h7 and knight g5 and h takes g5, is it g5 right now? Knight g5 first. From Nita, King Crayola, white bishops look pretty nice. G5, on g5, on g5. All right, chat, here it is. So after thinking a little bit, here's the first move you're ready for. Here it is. Y'all ready? Boom, here it goes. Knight g5. Ooh, jeez. Boy, what a move. Knight g5. I'm hitting mates. I'm hitting mates. So he obviously takes back. Boom, he takes. We take back on g5. We good, Vinegar. How are you, man? We're doing this puzzle number 2 here. Jedi Russian Tactics. This is puzzle number 2. The file is open. So you need to defend. So he plays g6 and defends the move. Right, I know, Archie Type. I know that was funny, right? Which means don't tell the answers, Archie Type, if you did put this up. But Stockfish didn't find knight g5, in fact. Knight g5 was not the first engine move here. Which is funny. If you go back here, actually, right now, the engine actually was not finding knight g5 after a while, and now it does, but before knight g5 wasn't there, which is strange. Knight g5 takes, and then g6, boom. Okay, after g6, this move right here, and I'm telling y'all, I did not find this move. I didn't. This is the number one move on the engine. I did not find it. And man, I mean, it's a really hard move. Guys. It's why it's a move. I really spent some time here too. I spent some time here and I couldn't find it. But now I know what the move is. It's very, very, very strong. Very strong, guys. Now Rook takes h7, castle queenside. Take anyway on g6. Ooh, that's spicy there, Anita. Gene, thanks for the follow. If you're playing it, just like arrows. So no, they can't see him deep thing. Queen takes g6, h takes. A Rook h8 is very hard to stop. She going for it. She like this right here. She's saying this line, bang bang. Rook h8, wow, and then you clap it up. Jeez, that's nice, right? That's nice, right, Anita? Dang, that's pretty good. That was great if it wasn't 100% garbage, because you don't have nothing else. After you move the knight to b5, and then I move my king anywhere. I can do anything I want. King g8, and I'm just about to stare at you. Stare at you. Bruh. Uncomfortably. Yep. Yep, you did that. Waiting for you to sign the score sheet. Waiting for you to stick your hand out and resign. Just waiting for that. Just waiting for it. Doesn't work. Queen takes it. It looks great though, man. I mean, hey, you know, ambition, clap it up. Clap it up, very nice. But it's a no-go. It's a no for me. So after g6, here's the move, guys. Are ready for this? Here's the move. f4. I did not find this move. I did not find this move at all. And you like f4, what the heck, right? So let's see why, you know, castling, in fact, let me tell you this. Number one on the engine is f4. Number two is castle queenside. So not that we're wrong, but castle queenside was not the best. And in fact, after thinking, Rook h6 is number two, and then casting is number three. So actually after casting, which is a very legit move, right? Because I'm trying to sacrifice, and I'm telling you, I probably would have went for this. I would have went for casting queenside. I know this because I remember looking at this, and also Rook takes h7 and trying to like here. I mean, literally everything's here. And after bishop takes g5, maybe I could go f4, but I'm still trying to make this go. Yeah, third move was castle queenside. So in fact, f4 is the best move because it defends the pawn. Yes, I sacked the piece, but now if you take back, well, now I have an open file. I'm at the castle, and I got my piece back. I mean, you should resign now, right? So the only compensation black has is the piece that we sacrificed. So f4 makes everything very nice and solid. This is always going to be here. I move the knight. I mean, everything is where it's supposed to be. Not to mention, in fact, remember this. I sacrificed the piece, and black still hasn't moved the piece that he's up. So this actually is a hindrance to black's position. So in fact, I'm actually not down a piece at all temporarily. If these get active, then I'll be down a piece. But right now, I'm not down a piece. So after f4, black plays a natural move, rook to f7, defending h7 from sacrifices. White plays a beautiful move, knight to b5, open up the bishops. Let's go, big fella. Let's go. Bishop f8. Okay, cool. And then he's like, let's trade him. Right, bishops are out. We got the boys out. Okay, Chad, it's right to move. What do you do now? What do you do now? It feels like everything's ready. But is it ready? But is it ready? Always play bishop f8, says Jim. That's right. The fine goat always play bishop f8. We got pawn f5 from Deep Thinker. That's a very deep thing. Queen g6 from Burmelon. Taking the pawn, he says, and f5. What do we have? Queen on the 7th is annoying now after the trade. It is annoying, and it covers some squares. Queen g6, bishop e6. Nice. Here's the move, queen g6. That is the move right there. Wow. Wow. Oh, so now y'all like my idea. There it is, Anita Drake. There it is, right? The check. Because if he takes, it's mate. Oh my goodness, right? But he doesn't take it. In fact, he was like, oh, you thought you was clever? Wow, watch me hit you right back with Rook g7. Shout out to you purchasing some brain fuel there. Rook g7. Boom. That's a great move. Look at this move. That's an excellent move, guys. That's an excellent move. Like, for real. Like, you really, if you look at this, like now, look, if I take this, I'm actually losing because h takes g6, because now your queen's hanging. You said bishop takes e6 now. Well, bishop takes e6, I mean, it's not terrible. It's actually not terrible, but there's better, to say the least. There's better. There's better. And after rook to g7, in fact, queen e4 was the move found. Literally, having this type of patience is super, super hard to do in chess. He played f4, right? f4, remember that, patience move. And then after sacrificing the queen, bringing the queen back, patience move, just to reset. Unbelievable. And this is actually move number 1 on the engine. This man is super strong. Absolutely ridiculous. Queen e4, knight b4 from black here. Black plays, I mean, there was a number of moves he could have played. g6 was his choice. After h takes g6. Now let's find the combo to end the game, guys. Find the combination that ends the game. What is it? Who has it? Find the combo that ends the game on the spot. Not checkmate, but very close. What do we have? Okay, thanks for the follow. This is getting trashed with moves, not words, right? I mean, just hurting here, right? Just fight to move. We got to finish this off. How is it done? How is it done? What's the combo? Bishop takes e5. I mean, you mean e6 there? Freaking. Bishop takes e6. Might be a3, right? Bishop takes e6 again. e6, f5 as well. f5 runs into queen g3. Not that it's problematic, but sometimes you don't want these checks, obviously. f5, in fact, it is bishop takes e6. And after bishop takes, queen takes. But then, watch this. He plays queen f7. Oh, snap. Y'all missed this, right? Yeah, I missed this. But then what? But then what? But then what? Furkan's like, oh man, I missed that. Dang. Yeah, you're right, Canty. Dang, I missed queen f7. Think I should resign, huh? I should resign right now. Yeah, you should. Yeah, resign right now. And then you resign. And then you're looking crazy out here. Yikes. Got him. Rook h8 is the move. Got him. Rook h8. What a move. That is absolutely stunning. Making sure, dragging him inside of the pen here. The king is now inside of the pen. And then after you take the queen, you can't take it back. You can't take it back. Unbelievable. And the game ended right here. This was over. GG. Start a new game. All right, let's see that from the beginning. This is the position where it started. And the rook is still pinned down in exchange. Exactly, right? This is where it started. Knight g5, beautiful combo. A lot of people will find this one. After knight to g5 here. Okay, pawn takes. That's a cool. Let's see, that's a cool rook sector. So pawn takes, right? Curly queen. Yo, what's up? Curly Queen, thank you so much for the raid. We in here, guys. We're looking at a puzzle. This is puzzle number 2. And guys, you're going to see puzzle number 3. Thank you, Curly Queen, for the raid. We're doing a YouTube video right now. And we're going to do puzzle number 3 right after this one. So actually, thanks for the follows with Curly Queen. So look, this is where it started. And if you're just getting here, welcome. Hit the follow button. We're showing you the beginning of puzzle number 2. We already did puzzle number 1. You get 3 for Jedi Russian tactics. Very, very, very hard puzzles we're doing. Training as we train and get better. This is number 2. Knight to g5 was the move here in this position. After knight g5, pawn takes, we're hitting h7. After h7, boom, g6, and then again he finds the quiet move f4. You gotta go. All right, I need a drink. I'll see you later. Make sure you catch number 3 on YouTube, girl. I'll see you later. Thanks for sticking around with us. All right, f4, and rook f7 defending the pawn. Knight b5 was next. Bishop f8. He captured here. Then he hit him in with the move. Sheesh, right? With mate on h8 with the bishop combo, right? The classic right triangle here, right? So, very nice stuff. Oh, he taught him, Jim? I didn't even know that. That's nice to know. And then rook g7. Queen back to e4, another quiet move. Knight b4, g6. Beautiful. And then finish off like this. Takes, and then rook to h8. Beautiful. Dragging him inside of the pin after takes. Queen takes f7. GG, start a new game. That's number 2, y'all. That is number 2. That's nuts. Make sure you recover with your brain as we do number 3 here. Let's about to do number 3. Teaching game, right? Yeah, he definitely taught him that game. He taught that man that game. Yeah, your brain swollen. That's okay. Get some water, right? Recover with a little bit of brain fuel, right? You're gonna be all right. I gotta turn the board off as I upload this last one in here and change the names to the names it's supposed to be and not question marks here. This one is for black. Oh man, this is amazing. Play white. This is some notable names you guys know. And then go like this. That'll be easy. Everybody knows these guys. All right, so everybody knows these guys, right? Bobby and Nepo. Made it real short. Everybody know, right? Fabiano Caruana versus Jan Nepomniachtchi. Okay, so this one is black to move. In fact, Jan was so perfect here. This is an absolutely amazing sequence of moves, which really shows like, yo, Jan is up there, bro. Jan up there with them big dogs for. I mean, obviously he did hang with Magnus for a little bit, right? Yeah, for a little bit. But then, you know, for this game right here, will let you know this is scary. This is scary. I don't even know the time for this, Vinegar. I didn't really say. With the books that I have here, I mean, they just give you the problems and like you have to do it, skill through the stuff. But here was amazing, absolutely amazing sequence of moves. It's black to move. What do you do? Rook A3. Yeah, and I think everyone in the chat, in fact, that are thinking Rook A3 is definitely like, it's got to be Rook A3, right? Got to be Rook A3, and you are correct there. Rook takes A3, B takes A3, Queen takes, but then, and I remember getting here, and I remember after F4, I got this wrong. I remember right here, I got it wrong. In fact, 99.999% of the chat is going to get it wrong as well. It is black to move in this position. What do you do right now? This is really insane, and this is what it makes you really think outside the box and calculate. You have to calculate, guys. You really have to spend time calculating and frustrate your opponent. Because I mean, I'm down a rook right now as Jan, and you need to be very accurate. Bishop to D8. I see pawn B2. Rook D2. Oh, B2. Yeah. Rook A8. These are all moves I would make too. Rook A8. Definitely Rook A8, right? We definitely looking at Rook A8 and B2. Bishop D8, let's just get that a healthy, very healthy there. Bishop D8 is definitely not doing anything at all. Just nothing. Just nothing at all. Rook A8 is definitely a move because we're hitting mate, but then after Queen B2, and what do? Bruh. I mean, that's it. Rook takes B3 now. I can't check you. This is no good. This is no good at all. I'm not liking this. This is scary. This is scary. And then if you go B2, I actually don't have to do anything at all, right? Or, you know, I could really just pick up this rook here, go this way, maybe see how it looks over here, and then take your queen. Bruh. So B2 does not work at all. B2 does not work at all for the B2 guys in the back. It's just for people in the back. Garbage. B2 does not work at all. So, and Queen B2 is coming. Queen B2 is coming. Like, you can't stop it. You can't stop Queen B2. You can't. I see Queen A4 here, and this is the brilliant move by Jan. Actually, number one on the engine is Queen to A7, chat. Oh my goodness. This is some big dog chess. Are you kidding me? Queen A7, what a move, dog. This is, I mean, I was perplexed, right? I was really perplexed when I saw Queen A7. This was such a beautiful move because it's keeping an eye. What was the idea? Queen B2. Now you can't play Queen B2 because the rook hangs. I also now still threatening Rook A8 in some cases, but really the real threat is like B2 because I can play this now comfortably with Queen A1, and your queen still has to stay here because of this. I mean, this was absolutely brilliant by Jan. Like, what the heck was that? This was so brilliant, bro. It was such a great sequence. Again, from the beginning here, he sacks. And then out of all the moves after F4, who thinks that it's Queen to A7? And he plays Queen A7 in this position, right? Queen A7 happens. Fabi brings the rook back and says, oh, you're going to tie me down? Not anymore. But now he's like, but wait a second, hold up. B2 now. B2 now, which is kind of threatening this. There's perpetuals, actually, because watch this. Fabi plays a big boy move. Big dog would because a big dog could. He plays Bishop to D3. It's like laughing at him like, yo, bro, what on earth? He just allows this like Bishop D3 calmly. I mean, that's some 2800 stuff for real. Bishop d3, calmly plays bishop to d3. Was black to move, chat? How do you do? Apparently, Jan did something here. Well, black to move. What do we do? Fun. Thanks for the follow. What's up? All right. 152 in the end. We'll look at it. Master Bread, thanks for follow. CQIET Omega. What's up? Thanks for the follow. All right. So, chat, what do we do here about this? We got this queen, obviously. Rook c8. Okay. Christo. Rook c8. That's nifty, actually. I think if queen takes b2, you go back to rook b8, and if king takes, you have to be getting mated. In fact, that is mate. Queen b6, and then rook a8. Rook c8 is interesting. Like, it's not that bad, actually. Christo, shout out to Christo, actually. Rook c8 is actually a pretty nice move. I'm not even gonna lie. Rook c8, because it's threatening mate, and it like forces white's hand. But this is not the move that he played at all. In fact, Jan played move number 1 on the engine here, which is rook to b3. Hitting the bishop and blocking this in. Now the idea here is check, queen a2, and queen e. Crazy, yes, I know, but this square matters. It really matters, because, like, let's say I was looking at some lines, like, what about rook around? Or it's queen check, actually. Queen check, and if you go here, and I try to go queen a2, right, it's a little bit different here. Rook b1. But with the rook here, I actually had a queen a4, which is very possible because now the king has to move in many cases. It was a strange little nuance in the position here after b2, bishop d3, rook to b3. It's the bishop. Sometimes you could probably do something like this, but I mean, you still got to watch how queen takes b2. So, like, that's never happening. It's never happening. But nevertheless, what happened in the game here? He played king c2. This is what Fabi played. Fabi played king to c2. All right, king c2, your rook's hanging. Chat, what do you do? Can you finish this off here? This is a nasty sequence, boy. And then you see it all from the beginning again. Absolutely 100%. Beautiful how he flows with this whole position. After king to c2, hitting the rook. Black to move. We got check. We got here. We got queen a2, right? One of these moves. Rook c3 maybe. King c2 and we live. That is not rhyming. Banana farm. Try again. Bruh. Definitely. Try again there. 5 and we live. Anything 5 is live. Banana farm. Again, black to move. Yeah, it's black to move. Elevation. King c2 happened. He's hitting your rook, right? Rook's hanging. We really have to deal with this, actually. Queen a4. Elemental, thanks for the follow. You're just going to defend it this way. What, does this actually work? Queen a4? I'm curious. I think I can run away, bro. I really do. Queen a4 is a move, but I think I'm getting away with this. Because you can't really queen, right? You can't really queen. And I can block the square. I mean, it's almost there. Now, bishop d8 might make sense, but I don't think you're getting away with that here. In fact, here's the move, guys. After king to c2, he plays the beautiful... He takes f4. Nope, he did not go there. Queen a2, rook a1. Hey, that would be nice if he played rook a1, but he could play rook to b1. And then after queen a4, I have to run this way. And maybe we could run the bishop around. I mean, this is a lot of play left. A lot of play left. But what happened in the game after king c2 is he played b1 check. Whoa. Whoa, big dog. 3 queens, right? I can't draw the arrow. Oh, I guess they let us do. Dang, I can't. They used to draw. We used to be able to draw like ridiculous arrows because I was about to do this triangle point thing. But you can see that there's 3 queens on the board right now. He has to take it. He has to take it. Queen a2 was the whole intention. Right, so king d1, obviously you're not playing king to d1, so he plays king to c1 to defend after rook takes. Queen a3 check. Rook b2, because I'm threatening rook takes d3. He's like, trade him off. And then we just take the bishop, right? Or maybe check. What would you do, guys? What would you do here, right? All of this still being played, right? Jan, Bobby, I'm sure sweating right now. Black to move. What would you do right now? Take your time. Look at this. Look at this. Queen a1 from Red Hot Mama. Okay, so we have a queen a1. Queen a1. Very possible. Queen to c5. Checks, captures, threats. Look at you. Look at you, N4. I'm proud of you. That's what's up. You learned something today. Queen c5 check again. 2 for queen c5. Queen a1. Very possible. Thanks for the follow, Chloe Butter. Queen c5, queen a1s. And rook c3. Yep. Yeah. So Canty, yeah, this is we doing Jedi Russian tactics. This is number 3. So we did 2 other ones. This is the 3rd one tonight. So the last one, of course, this is going on YouTube here as we get better here. So, all right. I thought of these moves too. I remember doing my homework, right, studying and looking at this puzzle. I did look at rook c3. I think I played in this position. I remember taking the bishop. This is what I went, because I was like, you know what? I should have compensation, which in fact, that's something that me and my coach actually worked on when it comes to like taking things out of your vocabulary. Should I feel like, right? You know, you have to calculate. Calculation is king overall. So if you feel like something, well, you shouldn't back it up with the emotion. You should back it up with the pure facts, the raw calculation. So rook takes d3, and I was feeling, which is wrong, that this was correct. Is not it. In fact, the move here is actually rook takes b2 from Jan. And after queen takes, then he goes queen c5. Oh my goodness. And now this is it. This is it. This is the correct way. And then after king to d2, he takes on g1. And he goes on to win the game. You just mop up here. Now, of course, this is still, obviously, got work to do. But f4 is hanging. The king is loose. My king's much better. Yes, we have opposite color bishops. But you about to lose both of these. This was going to be left. Your king looked crazy. It's clearly winning. Very nice. Yeah, it's clearly winning. From the beginning, it looked like this. Boom. This is how it started. Jan playing Fabi. He take on a3. Rook takes a3. Takes back. Queen takes, right? b4. Everybody thinking you should play rook a8 or b2. But obviously b2 is rook takes queen. So no b2. You want to play it, but the queen's hanging. And you like, it's got to be something. But you're never, ever thinking it's queen to a7. Hitting this rook like this. Rook a8. b2s. Right, everything's here. So he backs up, defending the rook so the queen can move now. But now you can't move too far because b2 restricts you. Bishop d3, I got to back up. I got to do something, says Fabi. Rook b3, not really hitting anything as much. But, well, this rook is, obviously. This is stopping also this from coming as well. Rook h1 was not it. That was something else. I was looking at a different line. Rook, what happened? Rook b3 and king c2 was the move. This nice combo by Nepo, queening, check, check again. And I think, can I even do this? Is this possible? So this is playable. This was the move I looked at. It just says this is very playable. Very playable. But this, in fact, is just winning. Takes, check, takes. Clear win for Nepo. And Nepo wins this game, guys. That is absolutely 100% ridiculous. Hope y'all got your lesson today. This was 3 Jedi Russian tactics, 1, 2, and 3. We're going to do 3 more tomorrow. Make sure y'all subscribe to the YouTube.